Yeah, Jon Scheyer was trying to calm down his team. He said, I promise you, we will win if you throw yourself into defending and rebounding. He said Ncaa is going to contest everything in the paint, so if you drive more to pass. There are opportunities outside.
That's similar to what I said, right? Stop going in there with that guy.
Exactly what you said. Ncaa just buried a three a moment ago. Duke on top by 3.
You can see why he was a great California high school recruit. Scholastic superstar. Ncaa, I see him get better and better as a seaman saw.
Yeah, the Harvard Westlake High there in LA. Shot clock down to 3. Caden Boozer lost it. Got to get a shot in the air. Nearly banked it in.
That went in. Wow. You say ouch.
Ncaa about to check back in for Ryan Odom and Virginia. Hall will pull up and pop. A line driver won't go. And a foul with 9:25 to play.
They're going to get Malik Brown on that one, holding DeRidder. Malik Brown's 3rd foul as Cameron Boozer will check back in for Brown.
People don't realize the importance of a guy like Malik. His defensive presence on the floor has played a role in the way with certainly DeRidder really struggling offensively.
Well, just voted ACC Defensive Player of the Year and 6th Man of the Year.
And Jim Boeheim saying, that's my guy, man. That's my guy. I had him accused.
Mallory, too strong. And Hall tried to save it. It's going to be Duke ball here.
Well, Obi, one of the things we talked with Jon Scheyer about pregame, as great as Malik Brown is, he's so much better when you have Patrick Gungba to be your starter. Yeah. He talked about how Patrick Gungba really had been consistently their 2nd best player this season, not only from his scoring, average double figures, but also his playmaking at the top of the key, his shot blocking, and his rebounding.
You know, I think it's going to be very tough. They say maybe there's a chance if they got to the Final Four to force him to be back. But they're going to need Gungba. I don't think really, if you think about winning a national title, they need him on that floor.
Cam Boozer going right into the chest on the end zone. Another block.
Oh, man.
He is absolutely relentless.
He's going to go to bed tonight.
And Lewis will lay it in on the other end, so they turn that into points.
Turn it into points. I'll tell you one thing, Lewis can score, but it all started right down here with the defensive play.
But that's the way Virginia wants to play. Off of the block shot, they can play fast and score before Duke sets up that stingy defense.
That Duke has tough time getting back defensive transition.
Sarr open underneath, gonna finish that.
Where did the pass come from? I mean, he's like a point guard out there when you look at Boozer.
But also, it brings Ncaa out of the painted area when he has to guard Boozer beyond the 3-point arc.
Lewis, a triple on the way. And great touch.
This is a really good quality Virginia team. And no doubt about it, Ryan has done an incredible job. I can see how his dad was so proud today, speaking of NFL.
Lewis now is 17.
Right, Tony Bennett has been a real supporter and really helped a great deal. Tony now, Celtics consultant, joining Dag Stevens.
Cam Boozer trying to answer. Big fight for the rebound and a whistle along the baseline. All at the point. All trying to make a move by Boozer. Keeps on trucking and cleared him out.
Yeah, they're going to get Hall. He put that chicken wing out on Boozer trying to get past.
Now look at Ryan Odom a moment ago. Inside his huddle, he said, we're paying them too much respect. Don't do that.
That's the first thing that has to happen to beat Duke. Obi, I played against Duke 5 times in my college career. The first 2 times I played against them, it was 2 of those #1 teams when you consider the team that won the national championship in 1992. After that, it wasn't the same team. Even though they had Bobby Hurley, they had Grant Hill. You don't go into those games thinking, oh my goodness, I'm playing against Duke. You're playing another competitor. Virginia has to recognize that. I think they have throughout this game. And now that's the reason why they have this a tie game late.
I think it's a real great way for them to get ready for March Madness. The best tournament out there, the drama of a one-time win-or-lose, better than go home.
And too strong. Ncaa with the rebound. tell you what, he's been incredibly disrespectful to Duke in all the best ways.
He's so agile, too. He's very agile. He runs well.
But a magical night. Mallory is going to be fouled by Boozer. Cam Boozer with the personal. And that will be his first. We have a special ESPN NBA matchup. That's coming up tonight. Kings squaring off against the Clippers. That is next. And like everything else, you can also watch it on the ESPN app.
What's going on with the Sacramento Kings? I look at their lineup. They got some players that they can't win. They can't beat anybody, Corey.
Well, I can tell you right now, Coach, oftentimes it's not by design to win. I'll just leave it at that at the NBA level, especially when you've got Cameron Boozer, A.J. DeBonta, Darren Peterson, and Kingston Flemings, Darius Acuff, all the quality freshmen in this class that will be in that lottery. It's not always advantageous to win games at the NBA level.
You're right about that. That really troubles me, to tell you the truth. That really bothers me.
Virginia by 2.
They're making Cameron right now play the point guard slot. Said they're going to go inside. But play the point guard
this is the only way you keep on the inside out of the paint. And so you have to have him making plays.
Down the corner at one goal for Shaw. Second effort.
What a terrific play. That was unbelievable. That was as tenacious as you can see. With the big idea of blocking shot. Wow. That was magical. That was incredible. That's why he's the player of the year.
8 points for him.
Wow, watch this play here. Look at that offensive rebound. The head fake. He gets it off. No block there, baby. No block there is his cry. Oh, he's pumped up after that one because it's been a long night for him.
Looking for the three-point play and the lead. Does have 7 assists, as you pointed out.
Had no points. Had 0 points at the half.
And the big fella on the bench for now for Virginia.
That was one incredible play, Corey.
Thomas. Mallory got the pass there, but that one's thrown out of play. So Virginia with the turnover for the 10th time tonight.
Turnovers really hurt at this point of the game. They really hurt. Your buddy's in the crowd right tonight. Wally Walker, he was a great player in Virginia.
50-year anniversary of Virginia's first ever ACC tournament championship. Wonderful Wally, the most valuable player here to witness.
He's on the edge of his seat like everybody else. Boozer wriggling inside. Tip, no. And another whistle at 5:59 to play.
Boozer wants to attack now, especially with the SO out of the game. There's Wally.
There's wonderful Wally. This is the first time he's been to an ACC tournament final since he walked away with the most valuable player award. Beside him, of course, another UVA alum, Marvin Bush.
Marvin Bush?
Yes.
Son of former President Bush.
Yes.
Lewis, by the way, just picked up his 3rd foul. Dan Boozer, 78% at the line, 6 number 1. Ncaa trying to stay loose as he hits the bike.
That's just a seat right now, Obi. He's not even moving his feet. The pedals aren't even moving.
And number 2 for the ACC player there makes the pair.
He got double figures. Remember, he had no points at the half. Or 2.
Goes up to 11.
Similar to what he did in the Invitational. And my name here, now in game 1, he had 0 points. And up to halftime, they got 15 against Texas.
Lewis having a good night, 17 points. Thomas around the back. Finds a lane, scoops it in. Man, and a foul as well. What a tough shot.
What a great shot. Angle on that drive. And then he protected the ball so well, Corey.
He really did. And also used the rim as a shield so the shot blockers can't get to it. Malik Thomas, extremely strong, is able to dish out the punishment on the way to the rim and still the concentration to finish through contact.
Got deep, beat everybody. A 3-point play.
You know, Thomas was one of the top scorers in the country last year at San Francisco. He averaged like 20 a game, 19.9, but I was a math teacher in elementary school. 19 point. Now you got to round that off. And then you go from 5, you go to the next point.
I love that tip. Thank you. So tied at 63. Ncaa back in. Boozer staying outside. He can't bury it. And now Virginia with a chance to retake the lead. This game has been tied 11 times. ACC championship, and it's turned into a dandy.
But I like, Corey, you've seen it more than I have. They really love driving that basketball.
They like to drive and kick.
Mallory short, and Manu with the rebound.
Manny's got a lot of toughness about him. You can see he's got toughness.
John Shire taking a timeout. Caden Boozer, by the way, without a point in the second half.
Offensive player.
Under 4 minutes to go in the ACC championship game. It's been exactly what you wanted between the 1 and 2.
Harris played here in real crunch time.
Boozer.
Oh, he should have went up.
Undaunted.
He hesitated. He should have went up. He had a wide open shot.
That's the thought process when you're playing against an elite shot blocker. Ncaa's blocked so many of Boozer's shots throughout this game. He's got him thinking about not going up quickly but making sure he pump fakes.
If you're just tuning in, he has 8 blocks tonight. He has set the ACC tournament record. Here's to Ritter, but he gets bottled up. Swings it back out for Lewis, who's been a hot hand. Sam Lewis around the back. Steps back, a 2-pointer. Can't hit that. A fight for the rebound, a whistle with 3:10 to go. And it's Duke leading at 66-65. Down the stretch we come in Charlotte. ESPN's exclusive presentation is to go. Virginia has blocked 11 shots. Ncaa with 8-6 of those since halftime alone. But it's Duke by 1. Feels like we're coming down to the last possession here to decide the championship.
Now I'm thinking about if Boozer wins the Player of the Year, he follows flag. That's 2 diaper dandies back-to-back. Last time that happened in terms of 2 guys winning it back-to-back in the same team were Mr. Battier and Mr. Williams. I remember Battier and Williams won the Player of the Years back-to-back.
The Ritter with a miss. He was fouled by Harris right before the break.
I got to give Jay Williams some PR because I promised, he said, can you give me some PR? I said, yeah, I'll take care of you, Jay, don't worry. No, he didn't say it.
About to say like he needs it a tie game here for the 12th time. 66-66.
Here we go, 3 minutes to go, baby. Shot selection really important now, Curry. The right guys have to shoot the basketball. They can't turn the ball over. You want to win the game.
Evans fires. In and out.
Oh, look at the offensive rebound.
Boozer with the follow. Caden Boozer.
Sneak in there.
There's 16.
Eerily similar to the offensive putback that he got against Florida State that end up being the game-winning points, but plays very well off the basketball, crashing the boards when the shot goes up.
That's the first basket for Caden in the second half. At 14 at halftime.
Lewis, shot clock to 5. Now down to 3. Now down to 2. Paul passes it away, and that's going to be a shot clock violation.
What a defensive effort right there. Great Duke defense. Their defense was so effective right there. That's why they're number 1 in Ken Palm defensively and number 4 in offense. There's only 3 teams, Curry, that can claim being in the top 10 in those 2 categories.
Got a timeout. 2:18 to go. A little more than 2 minutes to go. Duke trying to make it back-to-back ACC titles. By the way, no ACC school has ever won the conference football and both the women's and men's basketball tournaments in the same academic year. But Duke can do that.
Wow, unbelievable. No wonder my granddaughter's so excited, Ava. She's at Duke, plays tennis, and she tells me all the time all about their football team, all their various, the women's basketball. They got a great women's coach there, too, at Duke.
Yeah, she was a pretty good player as well.
Yeah, Kara Lawson.
Tennessee. Kara Lawson.
So Duke to put it in.
There's a couple spots on the floor that players have pointed out. Right now, you got a slippery spot. Everyone has reached out to. The officials were looking at a spot earlier, closer to half court. So Especially at this time of game, you want to make sure you've got the correct playing surface. The Big 12 found out a little bit about that earlier this week, OB.
That floor that they used, Jesus, what was that?
It was an LED screen. It's like having a 120-foot television in your house.
Corey, let me ask you this. You get any kind of unbelievable emotional feeling looking at that uniform you wore for 4 years?
It's hard to be objective over here watching your alma mater and just being so proud of these young players, the way that they have performed throughout this game.
That's being very honest. I really respect that.
I think you're doing a great job of it, though, as we approach 2 minutes to go. Cam Boozer.
Oh, Evans got fouled. They missed that, baby. They grabbed him as he was going across the lane. Oh, look, he got it there. He got smacked right there. It's a second time. Could have had it earlier. Could have had it earlier, but they got it that time.
So what Duke is doing right now, they're using Boozer as the ball handler. They're running screens at him to see if they can get Ncaa caught up on the wrong way defensively. Oftentimes you're able to break Isaiah Evans off, who's normally the screener, and get him a look from three. And now DeRidder fouling Evans, sending him to the free throw line, where Jon Scheyer has told us he feels like he's automatic.
87%.
Plus, they get the big guy, Ncaa, away from the basket. And it helps. But we saw the danger of that when Ncaa went in for the offensive rebound. He wasn't there.
Everybody tense, everybody anxious in the building. Evans making number one.
Nobody more tense than a guy named Mr. Scheyer and Mr. Odin. Those two guys, your stomach is churning, man. The Maalox you need the Pepto-Bismol.
Evans for his second, third team All-ACC. With 1:59 to play in the ACC title match. Made the pair.
Two-possession game now. Two possessions up.
Duke Blue Devils slapping the floor.
Ryan Odom did not like what he saw of this team offensively. Immediately signals for the timeout.
Inbounded for DeRidder. Strong with the pass. It won't go, but a good follow there by Ncaa.
Well, that was the agility of, he missed the shot, but the agility to go get that ball and convert. Big basket, a big basket.
Boozer to take his time to walk it across. 70-68.
He's a point guard right here.
The ACC Player of the Year.
He's got 7 assists.
He's done that exceptionally well. Taking his time here. 7 to get off a shot. Driving against Lewis. Back out for Jimenez, but a foul before the shot. With 1:15 to go. A lot of contact in the lane there. They'll get Lewis for his 4th.
Free throw shooting becomes big, as we all know. We talk about it down the stretch. You got to convert on that line when your game's like this. When it's crunch time, winning time.
He's got 2 shots. And 78%.
He had 1 basket, 2 points at halftime.
And his first one on the way. Shorts. Has 11 points in the game.
Gotta make these free throws. What a job this guy's done, Scheyer. Replacing a legend. He trained him so well.
Boozer's second. In and out, he missed the pair.
Oh, that's 2 big misses right there, Corey.
So Virginia, they have 1 timeout remaining. With a chance to tie or take the lead. The turnaround, that won't go. Off the mark by Thomas.
And this is where the challenge becomes important. Jon Scheyer going to go look at his backbench to see, does he want to challenge this? Nicholas Jimenez went and was waving, twirling the finger, the universal sign, to see if he wants to challenge.
We got a long time and deciding not to challenge. 1 minute to go.
Afraid of losing a timeout.
The handoff for Thomas.
He's a driver. He's a driver.
Going around the back, hit the deck and a whistle.
Thomas very fortunate, OB. That's a way to split the screen. But down 2 with 51 seconds remaining in the ACC Tournament Championship, I don't know that it's the time. Very fortunate that he got that call as his feet get caught up.
Certainly was a big fall right there. But the bottom line is, I thought there was contact. I really have no problem going to the line.
Boozer with his 3rd foul. He is 5 for 5, Thomas is, at the line tonight. 75%.
Those 2 missed by Cameron Boozer are big.
1 and 1. No.
These guys are missing free throws in crunch time.
45 seconds to play. Duke by 2 and the ball.
See, Boozer brings out the big guy on the ESO. Clock running down.
12 to shoot. Emenya, 7 to shoot. And Duke will take a timeout. That was with 6 on the shot clock. And 27 seconds to play.
Jon Scheyer had a call. You saw both Cameron and Caden Boozer tap the elbow. They had a call for it. However, they took too long to get into their action. So now with 6 seconds remaining on the shot clock, Jon Scheyer burning the timeout to make sure they get a quality look right now. A 2-point game. Still, even though they were able to burn some time off the clock, a very important offensive possession.
You got to bring the ball to Cameron. You got to bring the ball to Cameron.
We go back to the quarterfinals. Boozer had his shot blocked in the final seconds against Florida State. McCray had a chance to win it. He decides to shoot a 3 at the buzzer. It does not go. And Duke survived by 1 point.
They could not handle McCray on the drive to the goal the entire game. I really thought if he had that play over again, he's going to attack. He's going to attack.
And when you're thinking about what will Duke do in this possession, will they attack the basket, understanding that Ncaa will be on the floor. And it is ACC tournament record 20-plus block shots in this tournament. Now you think about how do you keep him away from the basket, especially if you're going off the bounce to the rim.
Well, you bring out certainly Boozer at the top. And you try to open up that lane because he's going to come out with Boozer.
Only 6 seconds on the shot clock, Dickie B. You don't have a lot of time.
No, you don't. You're right about that.
Who gets the shot?
You go Boozer. I'm sorry, Cameron Boozer. You go with your best player, the guy who has brought you this far, the National Player of the Year. He's the one that you want to design. And he doesn't necessarily have to take a shot, but he has to make the play.
Evans will be assigned to put it in play.
Keep an eye on the offensive rebound. The offensive rebound is always really big in a lot of these situations.
Both of the Boozers, Sarr, Emenya, and Evans on the floor for Duke. 6 seconds to shoot. And leading by 2 here in the ACC Championship against Virginia. So Evans inbound. Looking. Bounces for Cam Boozer. Boozer on the attack on Ncaa. Left it short. Off the fake. He did get ironed. So the shot clock resets.
Virginia has the foul.